Rika, what's up? I said I was sorry. I don't even know what we're talking about. Big ball. Oh, you posting in the wrong channel? Oh. I don't care. I don't know why, but there's a couple of people in Discord that think that I'm like this iron-fisted, heavy-handed monstrosity of a moderator in my own Discord, and I'm just like, oh man, just don't be a dick. I don't care. I posted this in the wrong channel. Okay, whatever. Like, just put the stuff in the right channel or whatever. I don't care. I'm not gonna like ban people for posting shit in the wrong channel. Yeah, Mom does it all the time. I think it's for some weird reason it may be a German thing, but like Jaco and Sidian both are like very apologetic when they do a very minor mistake. They're like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I did this. I've corrected it. I will do my best from this point forward in the future to prevent myself from making the same mistake twice." And I'm just like, "Bro, calm down. I don't care." Divine Signet. Gold drop and damage. That's actually not bad. But for someone who has 9 million gold and nothing to spend it on, I don't think I need gold drop.
Greetings, mortal. What brings you to Ancilla? Torture? Imprisonment? Madness? I have been waiting many seasons for the return of my friend and master, Lord Ancilla. Do you know of his whereabouts? Is he well?
The mortal Lord Ancilla was good to me, kind. He is the only dustling that has ever taken a true interest in my telling. That is why I served him then, as I do now.
Yeah, I don't know either. I just post it to get it out of my thing. Because otherwise it sits there for like 5 minutes or something.
I've been here for nearly a season. What would seem like ages to one such as you. I was the alchemist for House Ancilla. You may call me Connie. The Tuatha imprisoned many of the servants and advisors when they invaded 10 years ago. Most of them perished of starvation or disease, poor souls. I am all that is left. Farewell.
Do I need to do anything? I'll be back, I guess.
Who are you? And what brings you to this stale hell? Damn that man. I knew that shoving him down that pipe wouldn't be enough. So, you're here to rescue our sorry hides. Sounds like we've got our new orders. But we can't leave. Tigneri, the madman who lords over this castle. He will not back down when the Alpha come. He will stay, and he will take many lives. We must kill him now. Otherwise, many of our brothers and sisters in the approaching army will fall prey to his soul-bind curse.
Oh boy, here I go killing again.
We'll need to get into the throne room. The only way to do that is to raise the portcullis. Once we find the lever, we're in. Let's go.
What's up, Baka? Where's the flower? Weird. It's like in the root.
Come on, come on. Come on, come on.
More dolls! Let's go! I like playing with dolls. Kane, what's up, dude? He's trying to get used to staying up late. Alright, so now I'm cursed. Tight. After Friday, you no longer have to work extra. Nice. Hey everybody, I showed my Baldur's Gate 3 character to somebody.
We're close.
Who could that be? I showed it to Cecilia. But she won't tell. Because she's awesome. You guys have to wait a couple more weeks. You didn't know, Kane? Oh, well. I'm pretty sure you did, but...
You do good work. That's it then. Tigneri won't be marching all over the Alpha anymore, will he? Uh-oh. You don't look so well, my friend. I'm afraid Tigneri has gone and touched you with the Spellbind. A little gift to remember him by.
Soulbind,
Not to
actually.
worry. There's bound to be an antidote in the laboratory below. Come along, we shall find it. Chin up.
The characters are Cecilia approved. Nice. Like how you had to explain some certain aspects of our characters to her. Because she was very confused.
I'd imagine it's hidden somewhere in Tigneri's laboratory, down in the deeper dungeons. Let's check there first.
Okay, bye.
Ready?
The only fantasy she knows is cartoons. Now you have to expose her to, like, high fantasy. Like, drop down the completed works of J.R.R. Tolkien right in front of her and be like, boom, get to reading. You know English, right? Prove it. Legend of Vox Machina? That would work. Although that's not exactly, like, kid-friendly. Yeah. Also, I'm sure you could find Lord of the Rings in Danish. It's English only? Yeah, Lord of the Rings has only ever been printed in English. You're correct. It is... We're talking about the books, Baka. Yeah. I meant the books. Because speaking a language and understanding a language and being able to read it are all different levels of comprehension. This is gonna sound like a stupid question, but is English in Denmark, is English a primary language? Like, I know it's not the primary language, but is like, are like government signage and stuff like that written in Danish and English? Yes, okay. So, like, an English speaker... let's say an English speaker who didn't want to talk to anybody in Denmark. They could get by in Denmark. Just off of, like, reading shit. No, okay. But there is a good amount of stuff that is in English. Only like businesses. Everyone is pretty well educated, so you can always just ask. I assumed that essentially all, like, middle-aged adults and younger could speak English. Wow, that's a really good shield, but this one gives me +2 to all might abilities. I'm sure there's still people in like the older generation that don't know English or don't know English as well.
Hello? Go on and drink the damn thing. Bottoms up, fool! Take care.
Hey, it's gone. Well, fair. Yeah. It's like going to any country where, like English is just an accepted second language. Like you can stop somebody on the street and be like, "Excuse me, do you speak English?" And even if they're like, even if they're either they don't know English or they're not comfortable speaking English, somebody nearby will be all like, "Oh hey, I know English. What can I help you with?" What's up, Yarrow?
That one must be stopped. Enjoy the pain, mortal.
Hey, stop it. More people speak Spanish? I don't think that's accurate. Like, I would say that more countries have Spanish as their primary language. And there's probably more people who know only one language, and that language is Spanish, than there is only know one language, and that language is English. But I think if you count everyone who knows English, whether it's their first or a secondary language, I think English would beat Spanish. When my parents have to explain how autism works, they default to the story of how fast I learned English when we lived in Australia for 2 years. It's a pretty funny story. If I'm interested, of course I'm interested. Ah, got it on that last one. It was boots? It was boots. Okay, so I'm still missing one doll, which is apparently over here. Brother Till's books. There's a book in here? Did I miss a bookcase? Sure did. Nine out of 10. One more. You went to kindergarten in Australia. You were 6 to 7 years old through it. I didn't ask my mom for any help, and I just listened. 2 months later, I was so fluid I could watch a documentary on rainforests and explain it in Danish to my parents. Then went up to a bus driver and explained it all again in English. Only 6 years old. That's basically autism. When you're interested, we learn. Is the Danish pastry one of those things where it's like, it's called the Danish pastry, but it's not actually Danish? It's like American or something?
The strength of contempt, fear, and hate courses through the rushing veins to the very fingertips. The instruments of war are readied, light in the grip, and machinations of the gauntlets of the Feyhunter.
Nice try, Marshal.
You don't quite get what it has to do with autism? Well, becoming fluent enough that you can understand a foreign language in 2 weeks is definitely not a normal thing. The vast majority of humans cannot do that. Compare? Trash. I wish I was, like, I wish I had learned a second language. I would have been really like, I say helpful. Probably not super helpful, but it would have been nice. It would have been useful to learn a second language. Yeah, immersion goes a long way. As an adult with free time. Who the hell are you?
Oh, wait. You're not going to tell anyone. Not that I've private Listen, I've got some useful skills. See you.
Don't try Danish, it's not one of the easy ones. I have never heard anybody ever claim Danish was an easy language. I frequently hear that Nordic languages are some of the most difficult. like Norwegian or Finnish, are like insanely hard to learn. You meant I have free time? Who the hell do you think I am? I don't have free time.
Ready to fall, Mark.
I play video games for hours every day. I do play video games for hours every day. However, this is also a part-time job for me. I make money off of this that I use to buy things. So, not gaming for 3 to 4 hours a day every single day would actually be a negative effect on me. Buy yourself a language teacher.
Run!
I'll pass.
We feel the glare of a silver raptor, a furrowed brow, eyes that pierce the veil. We see the scowling engraved face of a beautiful, elegant terminus. We know
By the gods, it was horrible. He killed them all, and nothing could stop him.
Now, what would be interesting is if I streamed myself trying to learn a language.
It was Dren, that freak who guards the House of Pride. He told us to leave, but we thought we could beat him. He's just one Fae, and not even a Tuatha, but nothing hurt him, and he slaughtered us all. The worst thing was, he seemed sorry to kill us. We'd heard the legends of Dren the Bloody, unbeatable defender of the House of Pride, but you know how Fae are with their stories. We were going to be the ones who beat him, and opened the path to Alabastra for the army. We were going to be heroes, you know? Then Dren told us to turn around or we'd die. And God's help us, we didn't turn around. You can turn around and run, like me.
Alright, bye. What a weird woman. I know there's a couple of video games out there that are designed to help, as you're playing the video game, they're designed to help you learn another language.
There's roof beams to cut. I'm sorry, stranger. It seems I'm the man to get this village keep safe.
But you've... saved us. Beware the forest.
The written language looks like a drunk pirate wrote it with his hook hand. Oh shit, that's awesome. Oh god. I think the problem is I would, if I was going to try to do that and learn a language with something like that, I'd want it to be a language that I could both learn verbally and reading at the same time. Because I think it would be, with certain languages like Japanese or Chinese or Korean, with languages like those, speaking the language and then reading and writing the language are like learning two different languages at the same time. They're just like, for an English speaker, they're so far apart. So learning something like Spanish that would be more useful to me here locally, and the fact that I can read and speak Spanish at roughly the same equivalent level right now.
You have arrived and our work may begin. Much has changed since I was here. This place is awash with this corruption, this foul crystal. How dare the Tuatha permit this to happen to the tomb of the Weeping King? This was a sacred place, a holy site, and they let it fall to this? But we must not delay. To reach the key to the sorrows, you will need this votive, and 3 others like it. We must search sincere for them.
1 beer, please, sir. Yeah. Una cerveza, por favor. This is the first sentence from the Finnish Wikipedia on video games. Read it, Matt. Okay. Okay, cool. I read it.
To reach the key means pushing deeper into the hollow, which will be difficult, for the path is barred to all but those who tended this place. The tenders of this hollow carried votives, but the tenders are gone now, though I am certain the votives remain. We must find them.
You think he meant out loud?
Very well.
Well, if he meant out loud, he didn't say it. Was it hard? I have no idea. I gave up after the first word. And then I just kind of like followed along in what felt like accurate timings. Well, okay, the first 3 words. Videopelio on elektroniken is like, okay. Video on electronics. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, it's not... That's like at a certain point in language development of the modern era, words just in foreign languages, new words just sound like the English equivalent. You know, there's certain words that didn't get like a historical Spanish pronunciation. Computer in Spanish is computadora. You know, it's like it's not like some drastic change in pronunciation. The only sentence I can remember from my Spanish class is "Donde estás la albóndigas?" Albóndigas? Where, where are the meatballs? I learned how to ask where the library was. Where is the library and where is the bathroom? I don't know why library was important. I guess they figured you're in school and you're trying to learn, so tell them about the library. Yeah, biblioteca is library. Where is the bathroom? That's smart to know in any language. Not a lot of reason to have Spanish-speaking Swedes. Fair enough. Just based off of where and what and when I grew up, there's a lot of Mexican heritage that I have kind of like absorbed as like my own just from being here when I was a kid.
So you have recovered all of the votives. Then we may press onward to the next trial, the Crying Eyes.
Oh,
when we have reached them, I will tell you more. But now we must press onwards. Farther still into the bowels of Sincere. We shall find it mortal if only we press onwards. Very well.
I'm sure there are certain things in other countries as well, like if you live on the French border with Germany, there's probably some like cultural overlap there.
There. The votives have served their purpose. Come, let us go deeper into Sincere. Before we can reach the key, we have one final challenge to bypass. The Crying Eyes. We must find them. Very well.
Yeah, there's a hybrid language here between English and Spanish. Colloquially called Tex-Mex. And it's not difficult to understand if you know English. Spanglish, it's called Spanglish everywhere other than Texas. In Texas, it's called Tex-Mex. But yeah, it's not a separate language. It's literally English and Spanish said in the same sentence, alternating between words where convenient. So it's not like every other word is English and Spanish. It's just like, is it easier to say this word in English or in Spanish? Call it by the one that's easier to say.
This is the other obstacle we must encounter. The Crying Eyes. They're the last guardian on the path to the key. You must approach them, mortal. They will show you the way forward, if only you answer them. By studying them. It is not a riddle, so much as a test of patience. Imitate the crying eyes and the way will open.
Tex-Mex and Spanglish are also, they are, strangely enough, they're primarily English, and then they interject the Spanish terms for things that are either easier to say or quicker to explain in Spanish. But the grammar is usually English grammar, because English grammar and Spanish grammar are reversed from each other. So like how you would set up the syntax of a sentence is backwards in the other language from the previous one. So how I would verbalize a sentence a lot of times is verbalized in the reverse order in Spanish, and Tex-Mex is generally uses the English syntax and grammar, and then just interjects Spanish words where convenient.
Very well.
Obviously, there's exceptions to the rules, but... Alright, what am I supposed to do here?
Yes? We must hurry to recover the key to the Sorrow's Mortal.
It would be... I don't have a good example off the top of my head, but it would be like, in English I would say like, I feel sick. And in Spanish you would say, sick is how I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Plus a lot of English words are actually Spanish. A lot of English words are extremely close to Spanish, yeah.
Very well.
Are we done? I just needed to stand on the button for a sec. Examine the crying eyes. Some British words are just Danish words untranslated from the Viking occupation. I'll be honest, I had no idea that Vikings, like, occupied the British Isles until I played Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Like, I knew that they visited there and, like, stopped by and said hi, you know, and stuff like, but I had no idea that they had, like, taken over a big chunk of the island. And we're like, nah, man, we're here and we're gonna start fucking shit up. We're changing the way you guys live. I had no idea it was to that level.
That is the key to the Sorrow's Mortal. It is perhaps not the sort you are used to, but that is certainly it. It is a branch of the ancient and wizened tree, whose roots touch this world and Ishara, the plane of magic to which all Fae belong. It is a branch of the Gallows Tree. The sorrows take the form of the Gallows Tree in both realms, and this branch creates the bridge between them. Come, let us ferry it to Bizarrain.
Very well.
Okay, return to Bizarrain. Fine. I also have to return to Patty. Still need to find the dolls. I also loved hearing that the British men were upset at the Viking invaders more so because the Viking invaders like took care of themselves, like bathed regularly and combed their hair and took care of their belongings and stuff like that. And so the British women were more attracted to the Viking men solely because they were clean. And it was just like, that's why they were mad? Like, you're mad because you're a fucking Slav? They called us savages, but we had hygiene. Is my mic peaking? What the hell's up with my microphone? No. Maybe I'm just loud today.
Turn back or die.
To not take care of your beard would cause your entire family dishonor. It was kind of wild. Nice. I want to help you.
I know your intentions are to free my people from the Tuatha. You seem an honorable sort. But I have sworn an oath to defend my house and homeland. I cannot let you in without a fight, and you cannot win against me. If only things could be different. You have 5 seconds to flee.
Wow, he's hitting hard. Yo, fuck off.
And he was not alone. Like the weave unraveling, the Tuatha now tainted the purity of Mathon's court. These new immortals, the Tuatha Daon, were no longer the solemn Fae of the East. Their essences twisted into a ravenous host, unsettled, unnatured. From the nothing of winter came Gadflow's malice. Turn back or die. There shall be no invaders in my house or my...
Oh, I literally cannot hurt him. Okay. We'll see you later. I'm literally doing 0 damage to the guy. Like, nope. I critted him and did 21. I'm out. That guy can live. It's fine. I'll worry about him later. How much inventory do I have? Oh, plenty. He's cheating. Hey, what's up, fellas? And make him stop. No! Junk. Oh wait, those are the verdant blades. Those aren't junk. That's an item I need. Yeah, British guys just got mad because they had to take a bath. They stinky. Lol, your wife said you smell like farts. Yeah, and I took that personally.
Greetings. Oh, how can I ever begin to thank you? What an ordeal that was. Quite the ordeal indeed. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Bern Elgar, head steward of House Ancilla. Of course, since the house no longer exists, that means I now serve you. Do not misunderstand. I adore the Lord and Lady, but my first responsibility is to the fortress itself, to Sea-Watch. Excellent question. Excellent indeed. This is Sea-Watch, the legendary fortress. Why, just look around you. Maybe you shouldn't look around you. Not right now. Anyway, with the appropriate funds, I can install a proper forge, tidy up the halls. Reviving the garden will be a feat, but I am up to the challenge. Yes, it will be an honor to raise this lost hall from the ashes, which in this case
is really just rubble. Wonderful, my liege, wonderful. You will not regret it. The corridors of Sea-Watch will once again ring with merriment. That is, if there were people here to make merriment. If I might make another suggestion, it would be nice if you were able to convince the former staff to return. I would start with Connie, a rather quirky and elemental Fey alchemist, who found a place in our master's heart as his gardener. Connie was unique, even among her own kind. The last we saw of the poor creature, she was being pursued by Bolgan, and I fear she was taken prisoner. Oh, Connie. She spent much of her time wandering the gardens of old Castle Ancilla, where the family lived. Of course, word has it that she was locked away by the Bolgan, poor thing. Goodbye. Greeting, my liege. No sign of farewell.
Okay, find Connie. Well, I helped her out earlier, so I know where she is. Vaguely. Alright, let's go find Connie. Connie, go home! Hold on, I got something in my eye. Ow, rude. Was that a growl, a belch, or both? Yes.
I understand that you may be busy, but I would truly enjoy seeing the sun again. Is it still the color of sky blossom?
No.
Sea-Watch. Yes, that's what it was called. I enjoyed my tenure there. So many plants to talk to and mortals to observe. The Tuatha imprisoned us, the servants and advisors, when they invaded 10 years ago. Most of the prisoners perished of starvation or disease, the poor souls. Would you be so kind as to locate the key to this dungeon door? Solitude in no way agrees with me.
Okay.
Farewell.
Somebody's probably got it on him, and I gotta show him what time it is. Bonk a clock. Oh, no, looks like it's in a chest. Mind?
I'm Commander Shepard, and Awesome Matt G is my favorite streamer on Twitch.
Holy shit. Kane, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Holy crap, dude. You've given a grand total of 50 gift subs in the channel. That is insane, dude. Holy crap. Thank you very much. God damn.
You are truly a mortal of my master's ilk. A generous soul like Lord Ancilla. I do not know where your fate takes you, but there is always a place for you as Sea-Watch. That is where I go now, to prepare the fortress for his return. Be well, and may your roads be prosperous. Goodbye.
All right, I'm out of here. All right. I have yet needed to go back to camp because I keep getting side quests back and forth here. Look at this dead guy just chilling. You're a trainer?
Thank you again for bringing me back to my garden. Goodbye.
Oh, she's a gardener. Of course she's gonna do alchemy.